Page 6, Menuet and Rondeau. Rondeau. I don't speak French, so I don't know how to pronounce those words in French. To me, it is a minuet in the form of a rondeau. A rondeau. Rondeau? Does it make sense? You can Google what a rondeau is. It's in 3/4 time, which is a minuet, okay. No sharps or flats in it, but there's some accidentals we'll deal with. And eighth notes all over the place. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. Let's do it one hand at a time, see if we can get the fingering and the notes worked out. Right hand first, starting out here. 5th finger puts you here. Slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Bring the little finger down here. We just changed positions. And then reach up for the second line, just go up an octave, and you do it again. So forth. Let's go down to the 3rd line. You're ending the 2nd line here. Just lift up and move down. Little finger here. Sound familiar? The little finger here. Now it's an F sharp. And again, reach up. It's an octave for the last line. So forth. Left hand. Again, try and play it all connected if you can. Just reach up for the octave, then claps. Reach down for the octave, and then claps. Thumb. And reach the thumb up. 1. You're not really moving the hand, you just reach the thumb up. Because it's the thumb. Now that's a half note. Hold that down as you reach down and play the G. So for one beat, you got both notes down. Then you lift up both notes and play that. And hold that down as you play the G. And then hold the G down as you play the C, but lift up on that C. So you only got 2 notes down at a time. This is the measure 8. It's the last measure, 2nd line. You're starting here, and that's only 2 counts. It's a half note. So you hold it down as you play the G. That's the 2 counts. So now when you go to beat 3, you got to lift up on the half note because it's over. So, but the G is tied, so hold it down as you play the C. Now if it helps you temporarily, take out that little tie and play all the notes. So, like so. These 2 and then these 2. And when you have a grasp of that, sort of, put the tie back in. Just coming from here to here. Hold that down for 1 beat. And then lift up for the 3rd line, you're up here. F sharp. Reach down, thumb again. Last line. Hold that D down. It's a half note tied to a quarter note. So you're going to hold it down as you play this and this. Hold it down. Then you lift up and come up. It's an F natural here. Whatever. Try to put the hands together. Oh, this should be interesting. Here. Lift up. Right hand down as you do this. Lift both hands, then come down. So you're holding this down. Hold this down as you do that. So forth. And when you kind of got a hang of that, get rid of the hesitations. So the beat, however, you go slow, but the beat has to be steady, no hesitations. And then we can think about adding in the articulation and more of the style of the piece. Well, they don't give you really any articulation, so you can pretty much play these eighth notes connected. But this left hand, I would disconnect the notes that are larger than a second apart. So here, then connect these. See, if you're stepping along, connect it. If you're skipping along, disconnect it. Just not real short, just disconnect it. So in the right hand, connect it if you can. Now there's a style, the way the French, because the different countries way back then, you know, we didn't have the kind of communication and travel that we have today. So each country kind of developed their own style. There's an English style, a French style, Italian style, a German style. They all were a little different. Then over time, as people traveled more and more, then they kind of blended them more in together. But there's a note at the bottom where it was sort of the style back then was they would more or less swing the eighth notes. It's like a blues style we would do today. So if you want to try that, go right ahead. Have fun with it. If you want to play them evenly, play them evenly. I'm not going to go one way or the other. I think in the play with me, see the first two lines are repeated. So I think I'll play them evenly, the first two lines, and then when we repeat it, then I'll play them unevenly so you can hear it. The second lines, the last two lines, I'll just play those evenly so you can hear those. That way too. You get the grasp of it, you really don't need to hear it, I don't think. Dynamic wise, the first line is sort of loud and that's the right hand. That's the eighth notes. Keep this left hand soft. And come down for the second line soft. That means the left hand's very soft. Third line is loud. The left hand can come up a little bit, but keep it under the right hand. Line, come down a little bit to sort of loud. The right. I need to go back to the top. See, the DC affine at the bottom sends you back to the top, and the fine is at the end of the second line. But when you do the DC affine, don't repeat the first two lines again. Just play them once, and then you're done. Speed-wise, gracefully, playfully, it's a kind of a happy piece. Depends on how much wine I've had as to how I'm going to play this one. It's going to be different for everybody, and that's okay. That's fine. I like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythm. So I'll give us 3 counts. Now, I'm not going to do dynamics, but I will do the repeats. And I'll play the eighth notes unevenly when I repeat the first 2 lines. So I'll give us 3 counts. Let's try it. 1 and ready and go and.